Okay, so here we are back at this simple table we created last episode. And the one thing I did is I had the last video, the top and the legs were separate pieces. So I just selected everything and I went to object and I went to join. So that's where I am now. So now we're going to make this table a wood grain effect. And we're going to go into the shader here. And we're going to add a few nodes. So first we're going to add a texture coordinates. We're going to add a vector mapping. We're going to add a noise texture. And we're going to add a color ramp, which in essence is a gradient effect. So to connect these sockets, we're going to do the object to the vector, vector to the vector, factor to the factor, color to the color. And that is how you connect the nodes. And this is sort of the black and white effect of that. Now, with any wood grain, so I'm going to change the color here. So I'm going to make the dark colors a dark brown, and I'm going to click here, make the light colors brown as well, but not as dark for some contrast. So don't know if I like that brown. There, I like that. Okay, so there is the color ramp effect. But this still doesn't look like wood grain. And on this table, the wood grain is going to run in different directions depending on the piece of the table we're looking at. So the grain on the top is going to run this way, but the grain on the legs is going to run this way. And the apron, which is this piece here, is going to be, the grain's going to have a different effect. So we actually need 3 variations of this, of these nodes. So I'm going to name this first one the top. So you just click in there and type it. So in the right here, you want to add a new one. I'm going to click new, rename this one legs, and then one more, and I call this one apron. And I want them to all have the same color, but I want the noise texture to look different for each of these. So I'm clicking on the slots is where you do this. So I'm going to click on the slots. So I have one for the apron. I need 2 more. So I need 3 slots for the 3 color variations. So I'm going to click on this blank one and I'm going to pick legs. So that's slot 2. And then I'm going to click on this one and I'm going to click on top, and that is slot 3. So now I have 3 slots for each one. So now we have to assign these slots to parts of this table. So I'm going to go into edit mode. And with all the legs already selected, I'm not sure why that happened, but that's great because I will go to the legs, click on legs, and I'm going to assign the selected areas to this. So legs selected on the object, legs selected on the slots, and then you click the assign button. And now it doesn't look like wood grain, but so we're in the leg slot. We are going to play with the mapping to change how this looks. So it's right here where we're going to do most of our work. So as I move this, you can see the noise moving, and I'm going to keep moving it. Now you can start to see what I see is wood grain showing up, and I keep bringing it in. So this is obviously a touchy-feely thing. I like that look there. That is kind of what I'm going for. Now here it's not. So you got to play with so I'm going to work the Y axis, and I like that. So that definitely looks like wood grain from both angles. So you got to look at it from all angles. So I really like the legs. So now I'm going to I'm going to select the top. So we're going to do the top, and I'm in edit mode. I'm going to select that face, and I'm going to go ahead and select this face. You may or may not see it in the finished model. I don't know. And with those selected, click on top, and I'm going to assign those to those pieces. Now this doesn't look like wood grain either. So again, we're going to play with this scale. So we're going to stretch this out, and then the Y, we're going to bring it in. And I really like that. That to me looks like a good wood grain. So now the last thing to do is this apron. So the legs look like wood, the top looks like wood, but this part doesn't. So we are going to select this and this. And we're going to assign it to the apron. And then we're going to play with this. So we're going to stretch this out, and then the Y-axis, we're going to bring this in. Might have to play with the Z-axis here. That's the one I'm looking for right there. So you just keep messing with these until you get what you're looking for. So that looks like a wood grain to me, but I really like that. So now so we basically have perfected the three sort of surfaces. Now we have to make sure each of the surface has the correct assignment. So you just kind of spin around and look at each area. So far that looks pretty good. So I like this. So I'm going to jump into the modeling up here and click on color preview and just get a look at it here. So I like the top, looks good. Apron and legs look good. That looks good. So there you go. That is how you apply a wood grain effect to a to the table. So I mean, this whole thing is pretty fast to build and pretty quick to apply the color to it. So that's the simple table for your isometric room. Thanks for watching.